Hey, hey.
Hello. How are you, LockHeat?
A little bit tired
Uh-oh. I
from
gotta mute
my.
something here. Hang on a sec. Let me exit that out. Alright. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry about that.
A little bit tired due to the new work and schedule, but doing great. Actually, busy.
yeah. Well, that's good. That's good.
And
You
you?
got, you know, same old, you know. So I missed last week. I can't remember what the heck. Oh, concert. I had that concert to go to. Yeah, so I missed last week. But I missed everybody, so
We
glad
missed you
that
too.
I could be back this week. So sorry, I'm trying to adjust all my computery stuff and all this fun stuff. There we go.
And what are you picking?
Better. I've got a Ghoul V18. This one's only got 16 active pins in it, I think, instead of the 21 that I was picking. I was working with. I was progressive pinning that other one, but I noticed that the key, when I put the key in and tried the key on it, it was getting stuck a little bit, and the key wasn't turning smoothly, and it was like kind of I had to like jiggle it and push on it and pull it out and do all this weird stuff to it to get it to turn, and that definitely would affect me picking it, even if I had the pins picked, might not turn right. So I sent that to I think it was Red, and he was just gonna he traded me this one for that one, so he's gonna take a look at it and see if he can't salvage something out of it and see what happened with it. But I don't know how it could have got messed up, because you don't really touch the the actual core in this one. You just kind of take off the Bible cover, so I'm not real sure what happened with it, but this one marks properly, and decided to have another chance at one that I know actually performs correctly, so it's good news.
Nice.
I see we got a bunch of people
Well,
on
last
already.
week I was doing the blue whale challenge. At least I was trying to.
The what?
And the blue whale challenge,
Oh, okay.
and it went great until I put on the camera. So I was figuring I'm going to do my blue whale challenge, just do a piggy time. And,
Oh, there you go.
maybe it helps.
Yeah. Well,
So just
and
for the
like
record.
he said, you can take longer than 10 minutes for it. So
Yeah,
as
but
long as
I
you
want to do
just
it. I want to do it below the 10 minutes
yeah.
because I can do it then.
Yeah. I hear you.
So
It's a
for the
tough
record,
challenge, though. It really is a challenge.
it depends on the locks, I think, but they just don't want to cooperate. I have
That's a cool
one
looking.
Chinesium thingy for white. I have a Master 140 for yellow,
Nice.
and Avis 8540 for orange, and Avis 7240 for green, and the Yale 500 for blue.
Ooh, okay.
So let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Who is it? Oh, hi, Lockchuck.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. Hey, I just have to say I'm loving the stickers.
Thank you.
I'm loving the stickers, although don't know how I feel about you sending me naked Lockchuck stickers. I mean, I don't know. I notice he's dressed in all your videos, but
Yeah.
So lucky it's not a beaver then.
there you go.
And we're off.
And we are off. You're right. Here we go. Didn't take us long at all today.
No. And I think he also invaded Picksmith if he ever comes on. I saw he.
Yeah, that's right. He did put a picture up with that. He did get his too, and I think you might have sent me two.
There should have
Two
been another one
batches.
with. Yeah, there was some that our club was giving away that were like for half diamonds.
Oh, okay.
I think. Did you get those?
I'm not sure what's in the other envelope. I gotta go check it. It came in the mail, and I kind of was like, because I got the stickers, and I thought well, maybe I didn't get them. But then I checked, and I did get them. I thought, well, maybe I'm just thinking of that I saw Picksmith stickers, and that's what I was thinking I got. But no, I did get the first batch, and then, like I said, this other envelope came, and I was like, wait a minute, but I haven't opened it yet, so.
I forgot to put it in the envelope with the other ones.
Oh, that's okay. We're always happy for stickers. Lock Noob sent me some stickers too, so it's got some of his stickers too, so that's cool. I think that's the only newer ones I got. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Lock Noob. I got the Lock Chucks. Oh, Jay Gabriel has a sticker. Did you guys see his yet?
No.
Let's see if I can get one out of here without messing anything up. It is since he does the work on the towers, he's got the cool tower, and then my camera's a little blurry, but it's got the skull and the crossbones in the back is 2 picks. So pretty neat. You can't really make it out in this, but very nice sticker though. That was a new addition. And let's see, I think that was the only ones. And my naked lock chucks. And yep, I want to say those were the latest ones I got. And I also got for today, I just want to say real quick, that lockpick, what is that? Lockpick Tools, is it Lockpick? Yeah, lockpicktools.com sent me a crap ton of those Southern Specialties Longhorn tension sets again. Very cool of them. So I've got some of these to give away in the next coming weeks on picking time. I really love these, and I'm really excited that these guys send me these to give away because it's just a really nice set. These little cases are really nice. And I think that's an awesome giveaway item because everybody can use them. It's not like a beginner level something or So just want to thank them for sending that. They really didn't have to send me as much as they did, and I just very surprised that. So they're very supportive and helpful to us, and just say a big thank you to them. And DMAC wants to know, does anybody else have a big heart in the live chat? What does it do? He has to press it. That means you love us, so press away. Let's see. He's a born button presser, he says. Aw, see? Aw. So who have we got so far today? I saw... Who was first? Let's see. Chris was first. Okay, so hello, Chris. He was first. Checking, then GQ Man. Terry B. Pickin still at work, but he'll be listening in the background. And Squiggle Dork. Brett Sucks and his granddaughter Brooke. So hi, Brooke. Paracentric. Steve's lockpicking. Knox Locks. Jeff and Things. Of course, D-Mac, who's hearting us. And let's see. And don't forget anybody. Picksmith. So. Anybody got any cool plans for the holiday?
No, nothing much.
Do you have to work?
No. I finished work this morning, and next up is Monday night. So
Okay. So that'll be a nice weekend for you too. Yeah, I definitely excited.
Did I hear correctly that you put your request for block in?
Oh, there's Harry Bow. Hello, Harry. Yes, I did. I did actually. And then when I put it in, I impressioned the wrong lock. It had to be a 5-pin lock, and I thought it was a 4-pin, so I had to impression a 5-pin, then a 5-pin lock. So Picksmith was kind enough to set me up with a couple more locks and send them my way and try to coach me through getting them open, cheering me on and helping me out with all of my questions. And I just got it today, just before we started. So I was on that thing all week long trying to get that right. It was horrifying. It was the biggest pain in the butt. Hello, Paracentric.
What's going on?
Not too much. Same old, same old. How are you?
Trying to stay awake. It was a late night last night. Really late.
Uh-oh.
No, it was a good thing. It was a good thing. Anniversary dinner and a show.
Aw, happy anniversary.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
That's cool.
27 years now.
Wow. That's nice you guys at least got to go do something.
Yeah. I got some drinks, a little dinner, big band show.
What band did you see? Or is it just like a big band? Is that what you meant? It wasn't like
it was a big band. John Diverse, a big band. I hadn't seen them before, but apparently they won some Grammys and stuff. And
okay,
they were doing a 4-night stint, 2 shows a night, and they were all sold out. So I guess we were lucky to get tickets when we did.
Oh, nice. Now, is that what you were saying a couple weeks ago, or was that a different show you saw a couple weeks ago, or were you telling us about this one? I can't remember. I could swear or maybe you saw a different show altogether.
It was a different show altogether a couple weeks ago. It was an Amy Winehouse cover band.
That's right. That's what it was. Yep.
And she looked very much like Amy Winehouse and had all the, had the tattoo kit, with all the tattoos, and sounded exactly like Amy Winehouse. It was a really good night. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I remember now that you say that. I do remember that. Yeah. I'm usually not one to do a bunch of concerts and bands and all that stuff because I don't enjoy people. So usually like people were there, so I don't tend to.
Yeah. I tend to avoid people too, but once in a while you got to step out. Yeah.
Yeah, so But there's Pocket Woman. Just stopped in to say hello. She's about to head for sleep. It's 5:43 a.m.
Oh my god!
Holy cow! Yeah, that's yeah. It's time to wake up. But she's just heading to bed. So holy crap!
What are you working on?
I've got this Gold V18 who, funny enough,
you're welcome.
You were the first person to inspire me on this one. I was just going to say that.
You ever seen one of these? No, but I'll take it.
You see, I was a glutton for punishment way back when. But I never even messed with it for the longest time after you sent it because I was just kind of like, wow, look at that thing. And, Jeez, I think the one you had actually sent me was one of the ones that had like the kind of didn't have like the Bible covers to get into it. Hi,
right.
Picksmith. And so I was like, I think I was asking somebody like, how should I go about picking this or something? And Georgia Jim happened to see me and on there and take pity on me. And he was like, he says, I have one if you want to trade it. He says, with the Bible covers. I think I remember asking you, like, do you mind if I trade this?
Not at all. Just keep it as far away from me as you can.
Yeah, so it's been all that time. And then I think 2 months ago, I decided I was finally going to start trying to pick it. And did you get it, Lockchuck?
Yes.
Oh, congratulations.
Nice.
That was fast. Oh, my.
How many levers is that one?
5.
Nice.
Wow.
Is it
Very nice.
an era because of the red color?
Yeah, it's a ER whatever fortress. Now I've got my pick stuck.
Very nice.
Is your tensioner still in there?
No, it's just a pig.
Okay, because I was going to say, I noticed I kept getting mine stuck, but if I kind of rolled it with the tensioner, it kind of popped out a little bit. But
Yeah.
yikes.
There it goes.
Yeah.
There it is.
So that's my first lever lock.
That's really, really, I'm very glad you got that on picking time. That was really cool.
And then try it again, right?
Oh, Brooke said she did a video today. It's not published yet, but her granddad will publish it later for her. So that'll be on Brett Sucks YouTube channel, so we can all go check that out when it comes up.
Yes, I got it. All right.
Oh, what'd you have?
This is a challenge lock called Deep.
Oh.
I wonder where that came from.
Go on. I know that.
Oh, it's Lockchuck. It's Lockchucks. It's Lock.
Exactly.
Nice.
That's a fun one.
How long
Is
did
that the
take
one
you?
that you picked, Kurt, on your... Is that the one you did a video of?
Yes. Yeah, I actually
Okay.
picked it on picking time first.
Yeah.
That one time, I think it was like 3 times ago.
Yeah.
And then sent it to Pickle Slice afterwards.
Yeah, he's the one who sent it to me. Yeah.
Yeah, that one looked like it was a bit of a challenging challenge lock there.
Oh, I won't tell you how long it took. So.
But speaking of challenge locks, the Asa holes are coming our way.
Oh.
And besides, they want 5 of us to pick them. So we need 3 more pickers that are willing to take on the challenge. But you only get 14 days to pick as many of the 4 as you can.
Yowza. I would like to try them, but so I can take them like later in the game if after everybody else gets their chance, if there's or whatever, however we're gonna do it.
Okay.
I'll take a try at the assholes.
Because there'll be me and Sadistic.
I deal with tons of assholes all the time, so I don't think it'll be a problem.
Yeah, you deal with us all the time.
I didn't even mean you guys, but geez.
We just need a couple more people. Because it'll be Sadistic and myself. And then 3 others. Because then it's going to go back to the UK.
Okay. So any volunteers? Any victims want to step up?
Crickets.
Yeah, right.
See,
We
yeah.
need crickets on our soundboard, I think. That's a good one. We often fall silent around here, too, to have crickets going. Who all was on here? Somebody's got to be wanting to do one of these.
I've never picked an Asa, so. Just my own ass.
What about Squiggledork? Wasn't he looking for some challenge locks that time? Or even Nox?
It might have been.
One of them guys might want to give him a try.
Oh, we'll put it out there again.
Now, are they there's like a set of those, isn't it? Like 4 of them. Correct. Or something?
Correct. There's 4 of them. There's one from Harry, one from D-Mac. I forget the other 2. If one's from Lockpick69 and I forget who the other is. I know D-Mac's in the audience. He can tell us.
Yeah. So are they going to be making their way to us all 4 at once, or is it going to be kind of... Okay.
No, they're a set. So
okay.
You get all 4. You get 2 weeks to pick as many as you can. Post pictures on social media. Most of the people who are picking them right now are on Facebook.
Okay. That's going to be pretty fun.
Yes.
That's the first time they're coming this way then?
Yeah, they were. It's not too old of a set. Went out a couple times and had a problem. Had to go back to Harry to get fixed.
Oh, okay.
Unlike some of the other sets that are lost, which is really frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that kind of sucks when that happens.
Yeah.
Especially when they're really, put together well and I mean, some of these challenge locks are just people just, pour their heart and soul into their work, That's what makes them so nice, and then to hear them disappear, that really stinks.
Yes, it does.
Squiggledork says he'll take a crack at them as well. So
okay, we'll put him on the list. And you don't have to make a video of them or anything. It's just we want them to be known people, and you only get 14 days. So.
Okay. Sounds good. Brooke says she's got her cup on her picking time hands only coaster. But her granddad wants it, but she said he's not getting it. Those were really awesome little coasters there. They're very nice looking to be just, even when they're not if you're not using it at the moment as a coaster, it looks like a really nice plaque, it's just really pretty. They get this Hazardous Manufacturing does them, and he can put whatever you want on them, and just really neat.
Naked lock chucks.
Yeah, that would be cool.
The lock chucks are taking over the world.
Did you hear us
naked
talking
lock
about
chucks?
Did you hear us talking about their nudity first thing, Picksmith?
No, I did not.
I told him, I said, oh, thanks. I said, I see your stickers have gotten around. I says, of course, I don't really know about how I feel about them all being naked, but I mean.
Somebody on the layer called them, oh, look, beavers. It's like, no, that's a lock chuck.
Yeah. That's like, he said that. So what is it, a beaver? A naked beaver.
Poor
Need some of those.
Lockchuck.
Need some of those lock chuck drinking glasses. So the lock chuck is dressed when the glass is empty, but when you put water in the glass, the pants disappear.
That would be cool.
That'd be neat. Yep, for sure. For sure. Yeah, see, now that you're doing like the belts, you can get you can put, his different outfits on and pass those stickers around, and then, look back and just, oh, I remember when I was, a blue belt or whatever, and see one of your blue belt stickers and know how long it's been out there. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. I just took the belt off because I didn't know, But yeah, that will kind of time them, I guess.
That'd be pretty cool. Oh, Knox is saying Trucker should have gotten his package. He really wants him to try that challenge lock on picking time. And speaking of, Knox, I'm sending your challenge lock you made me to Picksmith with his package.
Nice.
This one here. Beautiful Knox lock pack lock.
Sweet.
It's a bastard. It's a bastard, though.
Did you pick it?
No. I can't even find a binding pin on this sucker. It was like 25 minutes later, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. And then the very first person that popped in my head, I'm sending this to Picksmith.
Yeah, right. Okay. Thanks.
You're like my challenge lock hero, though, because you've picked like all these crazy challenge locks, and I always figure like if anybody could do it, you could do it. So
just spend enough time on them. Some of them are hard.
Yeah. I think that's another thing I noticed about challenge locks is sometimes some of them are easier than the stock locks that are their there's the lock of whatever it is that they're in, and then I think big challenge is making them harder than the stock locks. So whenever you find one that's harder than that, it's like really hands down to the person making it, because I feel like that's a little bit tough to pull off,
Yeah. No, it is always fun to have them harder.
Yep. Knox Locks really did a good job on them.
I have never tried a Knox Lock CL, so that'll be good.
Yeah, he's got some craziness in there. There's actually his live he did a live when he was making it. So if you are interested in looking at that ever, you could check that out too, see. Just if you were scratching your head or something and going, "What in the world?"
Is that in a 90A?
I think it is. Wait, let me see. Maybe not. What the heck? Well, it's a mystery. Pack lock. Knox. What is that?
Does the key have a 200 on it?
It says 21428, and on the other side it says pack lock PO.
That's probably a 6-pin version then. You'd have to take the key out and count the pins.
1, 2, 3. Wait, where am I at here? Okay. 1. Yeah, the 6-pinner.
Yeah. Yeah, because the 98 Pros come with 200K, 200 on the key itself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I have one that's 98 Pro. I think I have one of them, and I also have Snake's pack lock. What was Snake's pack lock? His was a 98 Pro.
Yeah, if it's a new or the old. He had an old pack lock. I forget what model, but his new ones are 98s.
The key even looks like mini-ish, kind of. That part.
Oh yeah, the head. Yeah, that's the older.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a 90A, not a Pro. And Nox says, this will be interesting hearing Picksmith's opinion.
I just love challenge locks.
Yes, I do too. I think you and Jay Gabriel are the very first people who sent me a challenge lock to pick and got me interested in challenge locks. Or wait, it was Bobby Keys sent me the very first one, but then I think after you noticed that I was picking them, you guys really hooked me up with some cool challenge locks to pick after that, because I think I only had like 3 or something. So, Ian Izzy Joseph says the Avis is slowly becoming one of his favorite locks to pick, and it was the Avis. I think he said the 80 Ti-50 and the 64 Ti-50. Those are fun locks to pick. I love the Avises. Really, really love them. I actually talked Diggs into getting a lot of those C83s. Yeah. I think he got 10 and he's keeping a few and then sending me the rest. And then I figured they'd be cool for like giveaways or, to share, because they're just really fun to pick, I think. I mean, they're not hard, but they just kind of they fight with you a little bit,
It'll also be interesting to see if they're the new or the old style. The old style is what you had and you sent me that I impressioned the key to.
Yeah.
And I have a couple new ones from Armlock. And I'm trying to impression the keys, and it's not working very well.
Oh, really? Wow.
But they have more like the DC 500 pins and stuff, and some weird top pins and bottom pins in it.
Yeah. Yeah, those they definitely had different spools inside of there.
Yeah.
Chris Capune says Avis locks are great unless you are doing the blue whale challenge.
I have to agree with that. It was funny when I did mine. I grabbed that little 5530, test picked it and stuck it in the vise, stuck the pick in, it popped right open. It's like, oh, this won't be a problem. Put it on camera. It's like, okay, it's a black belt lock now.
Yes. Mine did that too. I was like, I think I even said that in my video. I was like, really? Like, this had to do this to me. Like, the Avises don't like to be on camera, I guess.
Yeah. I think a couple people have said that about some of their lock choices.
Nox says, I love Picksmith's breakdown. I think, for the challenge locks, he takes the time to show you where you went wrong or could have done better, not just an open. So, very cool.
Yeah, the examination. D-Mac always says, I'm grabbing the popcorn.
You should get one of those those clear the core holders or whatever that oh goodness, no, I'm not gonna Dev was baking so you could put them put the little cores in there and see everything inside of there, see through.
He sent me one of those that holds the key in the Euro cylinder upside down. I love that.
Oh yeah,
Very cool.
Very neat. He had some cool stuff he was making. Very cool stuff.
I love the dimple handles that he made.
Oh yeah, those are real nice. Those are real nice. I'm loving the actual pick handles that he made, those metallic ones, and I saw somebody had like a whole set that he made, and I was just like, oh my gosh, they look beautiful.
I think Knox has some of them too.
It's very pretty, very pretty. Paracentrics, left-handed picking again.
Harry Bow was asking, what is the Blue Wheel Challenge?
Harry, you don't know that yet? We've shown you that. Picking 5 locks from white to blue belt rated locks. And the first 100 people will get a patch from Bandito Brandito. And if you can do it in under 10 minutes, you get a gold star pin to go with it too. And there's there's probably, I think, 20 people now that have done it. You can search hashtag the Blue Whale Lock Sport Challenge.
Actually, I'm doing my my entry at this moment, and I'm working on my blue.
Oh, nice.
I'm past 10 minutes though. But...
Which locks did you pick for that one?
A simple Cynesium, Master 140, an Avis 8540, 7260, and a Yale 500.
Oh, nice.
But the Yale is not cooperating at the moment.
This is your practice run.
Yeah, no, I did a few practice runs last week, and I even got it around 5 or 6 minutes.
Nice.
But not on camera.
Where you just run the camera every time.
Yeah, I tried it.
Trucker was saying he got a what do you say, a West 916 and
Oh, good God.
a Gold P. I want to say a Gold P.
Yeah, he said he was getting some of those kinds of locks.
Crazy. That gold. I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, I've got one of those right here. I was going to try later. 6-pin.
Yeah. Now, does anybody know, do those have the same pins as the Z, or are they set up any differently? Or is it just basically the same thing with just one less pin?
No clue.
Let's see what else you about say.
I think he said that the one he was getting was brown, but I don't know if that's for all of them or, you know.
Ta-da!
Uh-oh.
Blue
what?
Wheel Challenge completed.
Oh, nice job.
But around
What's your
15
time?
minutes. So
Oh, 15.
past 10 at least. So I gotta keep on trying to get below 10, but at least I got the challenge.
Right. You were only just right over, right? It was like...
Yeah, it was a few minutes, for 3 minutes or so.
Yeah. You'll get it. He has similar pins, but different milling to make it a lot easier. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, there's Dig. Hi, Dig. Izzy says, been meaning to try that challenge myself. It's intimidating. It's a little bit intimidating, but it's a lot of fun to see. I felt like it was just you wouldn't think that it would be that really that tough, because you think, 10 minutes, that's a decent amount of time, and but switching and switching and switching and switching and switching.
The most frustrating thing is that you can do it in 5, 6, 7 minutes, but then you turn on the camera. And...
Oh, congratulations! Yeah, as soon as you click that button, man.
That's another Harry Bow.
Harry Bow. Oh, wow. That's even better. Good job. That's in a GG.
It's strange. I've been thinking that all of his locks that he sent over had magnets in them from the field, but I think they have the centering bearing. They're only 5 pins.
Oh.
Let's find out.
Ooh. Oh, Harry says he picked a West 9 something or other with about 20 pins in it, then turned it too far and killed it.
That's the worst part, is bricking a black belt lock like that. Okay. Well, we know
you don't think about with those high pin count ones, because you're so used to picking the, just regular pin tumblers or whatever, and you don't think like turning them, and it's not even that far that you turn them and it's like, uh-oh.
Exactly.
I think when I picked that one, the heck was that Twin Star, I want to say, I remember I turned it just like the teeniest bit too far the very first time. So when I did my video and I got it, I was like, no, I'm just turning it the teeniest bit. And that one was crazy because all I did was push it out the front, and it came right out. So I don't know what was stuck on it from turning left to right, but I just went and pushed it right out the front, and I have no clue. It was very odd.
Now we're just I think we're gonna have to pray. Yeah, the shim's not long enough.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta pray.
Let us all take a moment of silence.
And I do think this feels like it has a ball bearing in it. Let's cross our fingers and hope for luck. Harry's very smart with that, knowing that, well, I didn't feel any multi-pins. But one of these that he sent me says he has a pin and pin and pin and pin in it.
Oh, so, goodness.
I do have to be careful. Yeah, we're taking a chance. I can't get the shim in there. Yes, it does have a centering pin in it.
Ooh, good job. Oh, here he says, I can't for the life of me get another one, meaning that West 916, or if I think that's what it's called, but
yeah.
I see them sometimes, and then when I'm actually looking for one, I don't see them, so what in the heck was that thing?
What the heck was what thing?
Oh, I thought I saw something flat pop out of there when you put that first pin in there. It was just a trick of the light.
No, his first one, he's got this crazy, sharp counter milling on it.
boy.
And we've got a fun. Is it a true magnet? Oh yeah. Magnet in 2 with an overset trap and a ball bearing.
Oops, not doing that.
Even his 5-pin locks are a pain in the butt.
Yeah. And it's a GG lock. Those are a pain in the butt, plus being a hairy bow.
Yep. Oh. Damn. Really?
That's so good.
Yeah.
Paracentric's trying to make us all look really bad by picking challenge locks left-handed on Picking Time Live. Every week he's like popping out a new one. Like
he's preparing.
Preparing for what?
If I ever get to 500.
Yeah, you're almost at 500, aren't you? You're like 4 something now, right? Well, you're close.
On the low 400s. Oh, that's a screw. And that's just big enough. Well, that's thankful, because that could have been horrendous. Wow.
Our prayers worked.
Yeah, it doesn't need a shim, but barely, almost needs a shim. Oh, crap. Oh, there it is.
I think we all like feel that pain when you say that. It's like, oh man.
Yeah. Well, I just touched something and the magnets went everywhere, and it's like,
oh Jesus. Collecting all the good stuff while it rolls off the table and into the darkness.
Exactly.
Yep. Terry B. Pickens says, "Hi everybody, I'm back in the room, and don't you know, I literally was just gonna say, wonder where Isaac's at today, and there he was. I knew you were gonna stop in, Isaac. I must have felt the force was with us. You did it. 6 minutes. Holy crap! Go ahead, lock it.
Right on.
Congrats.
See? Well, yeah.
That's a great time.
Gold star.
Nice.
Now we just all have to beat 50 seconds.
Who did 50?
Panda.
Oh,
Holy crap.
Panda the speed picker. He
Oh my gosh.
he did his first challenge and he's like, oh, I can do it faster. And then he came out, he posted a 2:40 time, which beat Alpama's time, which was 3 something or other. And then he came back the next day and it was 50 seconds to pick those 5 locks.
That's insane.
Well, but Panda's been practicing speed picking forever too. So
yeah, true.
he understands that. I think I'm gonna leave. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the ball bearing in this one. Damn, Harry, what were you doing? Jesus. God. It's strange. It's only 5 pins, and it's so ridiculously hard. I think is this. Oh, I do believe it is. Let me roll it. Oh, it is. He did that. So Gigi's, if everybody doesn't know, has a slightly larger diameter pin. They're 3 millimeter as opposed to the 2.7, 2.8, which we normally see. But these Gigi's will have this one pin in it, and it's lopsided in a sense that it's got 3 abnormal sides to it, and when you roll it, it just looks funny as it rolls. And he took that one pin and made it into a taper.
Oh my gosh. That's just evil.
That's a GG original pin. A pin-in-pin upper that just kind of floats. It doesn't have the springs for it. A screw gin, or not a screw gin, a screw T-pin. And then a standard magnetic with a magnetic bottom pin with an overset trap with a ball bearing below it.
Oh my goodness.
And then another 2-piece pin over one, which is the high cut. You know, he makes it very, very effective in how all these pins actually work.
Yeah.
That is the biggest thing that Harry does so well.
He said he got plastic tweezers.
I need some of those. Mine's still just...
Drop the tweezers.
That magnet is amazing. Jay sent me some, and I've got to play with them one of these days. But
what was it? Magnetic pins?
Yeah, he sent me magnets that are already in the right size.
Oh, nice. Did he make those, or does he know somewhere to get them, something like that size?
He found a supplier. Sadistic showed some on his second J. Gabriel package that were like that.
Very cool.
Oh, come on, magnet! It's my tweezers. It's backwards. It's moving around. I'll have to double check it. So, you always got to make sure you put the magnets back in correctly because they need to be attracting and not repelling.
Oh yeah. Steve says hello again and good day to everyone. I guess he has plans with his daughter, so hopefully catch you next Saturday, Steve.
Good to see you, Steve.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying one more time and pray that it goes back together again.
Got it. Very good job.
And you were saying?
I sent Meraxis. I sent Meraxis to Sadistic.
You gave up on Meraxis?
I did because I didn't want to keep hogging it, and I had it. I don't like to keep them that long, and I wrote a thing in the book, and I said I'll have my vengeance or something like that. And I was like, until we meet again, Meraxis. Like,
I want a second shot at that one.
Yes, I definitely do. Because I definitely do. But I have to say though, he did an excellent job as far as making the difficulty level. A lot more difficult than his some of the other ones of his earlier ones. So
yeah, exactly. No, he did a great job on that.
definite improvement in that sense. So he was been studying up and getting the hang of things. So very, very nice. That's why I didn't want to keep a hold of it, and no, because I wasn't able to give it the time that I wanted to give it to really work with it. So I thought, you know what, I'm sending it off to Sadistic and it'll make the rounds, and then as it goes, I'll see. Yeah, I'll see if I can get a hold of it again. But yeah, it was definitely pretty cool. Well, has anybody ever picked a lock named? The name of the lock is Metallic or Metal. I think it's Metal. The keyway on this thing is ridiculous. If I can find that little guy. I know I sent one to somebody. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to find it because I thought of it and wanted to show you guys. But, Georgia Jim sent it to me, and he sent me a couple of them. And the keyways on them are just, I mean, crazy.
Be interesting to see.
Where did it go? It's in my drawer. It's on a safe space. Oh, here's my evil Gigi. 5-pin Gigi. I've still not been able to open this one. It's just a little tiny, really nice. It picks really nicely. It clicks really beautifully. All that. You know, it talks to you really nice. It's just such a liar, man. It makes you feel like safe.
That's what I should do. I should go grab another Gigi. You know what? Instead of doing another CL, let's do that.
You're going hard today.
And Gigi's are only blue too, so they're
That's
not that
crazy.
difficult.
This one I got's evil. Let me see. Yeah, oh, never mind about the metal lock, because of course it's missing in action. It's in a safe space because I wanted to pick it. So show you guys the keyway. Although I do gotta show you guys this lock that Izzy actually sent me. He sent me a nice package with some really nice locks in it, and I was busy working on some other stuff, but now that I've got a little bit of a kind of some time, I got one of these Abus laminated Lotto locks. I guess it's a Lotto lock, even though it's like a laminated padlock. I guess it's considered a Lotto lock.
Typically not when it's blue.
Oh, okay.
A lot of times I've seen the red ones.
Oh, maybe that's the one I was thinking. So this is just a regular old padlock then. This one's a 4150. Made in Germany. So this one's a neat one.
Neat.
Although made in Germany but labeled as 2 inches. So I kind of don't know if I believe that.
it's for the American markets. That's all it is.
I guess. And then this master lock here, which is really a neat looking one. It reminded me of that one that you had sent me.
Oh yeah, that's the 101.
Yeah, that's exactly what that one is. Very cool looking.
It's rekeyable. It's a freezer lock. It was meant for putting on the freezer handles. It'd have a hole in it to where it pulled, and that would be that was the only padlock that would fit on there.
It's so crazy looking.
Yeah, I used to sell those all the time.
I really liked picking that one though. That one you sent me. What was that one again? A 27.
27 is a larger rekeyable.
That was a really nice one to pick.
Well, that's what happens when you put in mushroom pins or spools in there. It makes a master actually fun to pick.
Yeah, it really did change that for sure, because I remembered picking this one, and it's just standards in here, I believe, all standards, and it wasn't, it's not very difficult, but Just was a neat looking master lock, and
Yeah, that one has typically a 4-pin core, standard M1 keyway, typical. So there's usually nothing special about that one.
I think this one's got 5 pins.
Does it? Nice.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 pins on this one. But
cool.
Yeah, it looks like it would be a tiny 4-pin. I mean, from the size of the, how tall it is compared to just other ones that regular old master. I think it's just a little bit. No, it's about the same. So that just makes you wonder why they wouldn't put 5 pins into just all master lock padlocks. It's the same. It's just as tall.
Some of their cores are only 4-pin. So there is that.
It's a fun little one. Just cute. I liked it just because it's so different looking,
Yeah.
This for freezers. Do you see them often? Ever?
Not anymore. Like I said, I used to sell them, but the freezers have changed to where they don't require that they have another type of lock in them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this Abus one was really fun to pick too. Just I just really enjoy all the Abuses. Pretty much, I don't think there's any of them that I don't like to pick. They're all kind of just fun.
Yeah.
Fun to pick locks. Give you a little bit of a battle. But they're not like treacherous either, so.
Yep. I love the spools they put into them.
Just enjoyable.
Yeah. I always enjoy picking the 8345s or 55 cores just because it's a full-size keyway type. But
those are
the spools in them.
They're the brass body ones.
Yeah, the 45 is once you get to the 55 and it's not a 65, I think it's an 85. The big monster rock. They're silver bodies.
And that's just a GG, right? Just a regular old GG lock that you're picking, Kurt.
Okay. 5-pin. Pretty nasty little bitting.
Yeesh. Look at mine. Mine's the opposite. My key's like the opposite of your key. That's funny. It's like it's a down and up on mine. I have that somebody was. I said I liked the GGs. I thought they were really nice locks, etc., etc. And somebody sent me a couple evil ones. Yeah, they are 7-pin GG ones, and they're both they both have very evil.
That's fun to get the 7-pinners.
I think they're the same. Nope, not the same, but close. But evil.
Oh yeah.
It's like nothing in the middle on this one. It's like it looks weird.
Do either of those say P extra on the front of on the top on them?
Let's see.
P extra will have a very nasty keyway.
And that one does not say that. And this one doesn't say anything either, I don't think.
Okay.
So there's some numbers on this side. What's this side say here? Just numbers. Just numbers. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 6, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6. I can't imagine I know there's a 7-pin ones, aren't there?
I believe there is.
Ugh. Yeah, but I really like this GG, this 5-pin one. It just picks really nicely. It's just a very mean one.
Yeah.
Those deceiving looking ones that look all nice. You're like, oh.
I agree. GGs are just a pain.
I thought I would really like the spools, being those double spools or whatever you would call them, but jeez. What is Nox saying? Mind if I jump in? I have 10 types of awesome and 10 types of awesome and a couple conversation starters. Why, sure, jump on in.
No, we don't want conversation starters.
You guys talk too much already.
Of course. Come in, Nox. This thing does not want to pick. I haven't picked this one.
D-Max says, I have a whole box of GGs. Not to pick though. I collect them to keep those evil bastards away from harming you good people.
Yeah, he did a video.
Well, thank you for that, D-Max.
He did a video on all his GGs and going, I picked these, I can't pick these, and
it's a noble effort.
Yeah, somebody said it's a public service.
Just keep them out of Harry Bow's hands.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
It's Harry's favorite lock to make challenge locks out of.
Yeah, that's like double. That's like double overkill there. That's not just overkill. That's like double overkill.
That's okay.
Pure evil.
I have a couple from Harry that I'm gonna try and make some challenge locks out of. Oh, Scrooge pins from Lock Noob. Whoops.
Yeah, here's
up,
conversation starter for tomorrow. How's everybody doing? Enjoying your weekend, I hope. Okay, tomorrow's Lock Noob's Ask Me Anything. So I've prepared for him a whole bunch of questions prepared on his previous Ask Me Anythings. Now, my idea of this was kind of, all right, I'm not like an idea as far as like brand new. There is no such thing as a new idea, but I'm very good at collaborating two ideas together. You know what I mean? So,
you know what, Nox? Before I forget to tell you real quick, the Lockpicker 1969 would like me to talk to you at some point in the next.
So it's gonna happen.
Yeah, he wants me to talk to you about seeing what questions you had that he liked your questions and wanted me to get some questions off of you that I guess you guys talked about it or whatever.
I got you.
But
awesome.
But yeah,
that's one of the conversations.
Yeah, text me this week or something, and we can get that figured out. So before I forget to tell you, because I keep forgetting. But anyways, go ahead and take it over there, Nox.
Okay, so basically, I'm doing for Lock Noob what I had done for Lockpicker 69 was kind of behind the scenes. It started off kind of like a 20 questions, except for Lockpicker 69 to prepare him. I was like, have you ever seen the movie with Rodney Dangerfield, Back to School? But yeah. I said, I'm going to hit you like Thornton Mellon, dude. I'm sorry. I was like, it's kind of going to sound like one question, but it has like 57 parts with like A, B, and C attached to each. So,
Thornton Mellon.
yeah. So I hit him like Thornton, and Lockpicker 69, being who he is able to take my writings and ramblings, coordinate them into questions, and answer them clearly. So we have a very good rapport.
There you go.
he kind of rewrote my questions and sent them back, and it was awesome. His answer, that interview has to be done, dude. Like he answers it very good. Anyways, so that got me thinking. The same is happening coming up for LockNoob. And I mean, I've been following Lockpickwebwinkel since this channel just started, within the last year or so to my attention. Then LockNoob, I've been aware of him for 3 years, even though he's been around for 7. But I mean, that's a good amount of growth. You know what I mean? So like I've seen like his side noob project. I've seen, you know what I mean? So to actually hold in my hand what was, I believe this one was at DEF CON when he's talking to Lockpicker, Bosnian Bill, LPL, and it's hosted by Deviant Olem. So like, just little things like that. Like, hey, this was in that video sitting right there. Little sentimental things. And then what started the communication was to support him. I wanted to grab a sticker, and his company or whatever you click on, YouTube, you don't control the company's prices. They wanted $64 for a sticker. So I was like,
Wait,
just to make you aware. For this sticker, he sent it to me for free. He's like, bro, I got you. Don't worry about it. It's a technical error. He doesn't set the prices, but it's a glitch in the matrix. Yeah. So I just made him aware of that.
Glad you told him though, because that's I'm sure
yeah. Otherwise, how would you know? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Wondering why no one's buying the sticker, and it's like, well, gee, it's listed for $65. It's not that it's unpopular, unwanted. It's unaffordable. Total different.
Yeah, really.
But I had mentioned how much I idolized the Scrooge pins and the DEF CON interview, and could I submit questions, and is that cube around available for sale or what? And the package just arrived this morning with not just the Scrooge, but as well as his munitions.
Nice.
I have the munitions, and then that one's pretty cool. And the checker. Yeah.
And then what you don't see, and I said
those
this to him in the video,
those
he never turns them this way. So you never see. I like that different perspective on them. And this one for the is the munitions. I think if you would have added one in the middle, like a bullseye, that would have been a perfect setup. So you would have a target for your bullet pins. Oh, my light's reflecting poorly there. But again, that's of course, in hindsight. But just to have, each one of his custom-made pins, and then he sent me in the email or the Discord attachment. These are the actual ones he made in the video. So he had to, he had to. The ones he keeps for himself are the ones that are mass-produced for every. He had to clean them up or whatever to submit them to Sparrows. So that's the one he keeps for himself. So. Just like how I feel for that DMAC pick. I love that DMAC Nessie. Just watching him make that, having him make the handle, whatever, and I happen to come in first and win it. Just the whole, watching somebody produce something and then, having it actually in your hands, the YouTube effect, I guess. So that's very cool, and I'm glad that you guys, you and Lockpicker69 have worked out the interview. So yeah, we'll get to that. That's 2 conversations down. Let's see, third. It's been a couple of weeks since I showed up with anything from Pop's house, but this is kind of the final salvage.
Oh, check out that little baby lock. What's that? That's
cute. Wait until you see the baby locks that are okay. So here's big Corbins that there's really not much special about. I mean, other than their pin and tumbler, and they still work.
Nice.
So I mean, for something to be, whatever, 20, 30, God knows how many years sitting down there, they're still functionable and have a working key. Cool. But where it gets interesting, the lock he had on the door, which was never in use, but was just crusty old lever lock. So I honestly, I've been trying to see if I can get any wiggle out of there just to see if it is even manageable, and I get no springs for it. But there's a couple little wafers. This one.
DMAC talked about what he uses to clean. To clean those, you should run that by him. He could give you a little. I think it was DMAC that was talking about that last time. What to clean those with, and you can soak them and clean it up real nice. That thing's so cute.
I'm guessing this one. Yeah, I want to give you a comparison here. So like. Okay, here's a pack lock, and then here's this little thing. So I mean, all right. So it is literally that corner of the. Yeah, I've never had like a mini lock Monday, so I mean, I guess this qualifies now.
Mini lock Monday, yeah.
So by the key, it's a little wafer guy, but it actually still has its spring in it. It still has the pop. So it actually still.
Is that a wafer?
Yeah. Well, by the keys, that's I'm assuming so.
I thought
it's a warded lock. Yeah.
Oh, that's warded. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So by the SLG, I mean that's the company. Cool. So I don't know if that's shorthand for Sledge or if that's a completely different company.
That's somebody else.
Different company. Okay. And then it has a date which isn't appearing good on camera, but made in the USA. Nope. All right, that's not a date. Just a code. Okay.
Yeah, Schlegg never abbreviated or shortened their name ever.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cute. A little SLG. Okay. And then a little tiny step up.
What's his name? Rook Knight. Make that on your zipper puller.
Oh yeah.
Baby one.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Really, incorporating locks into fashion accessories.
You've got her accessorized, Knox. OMG.
I'm trying to think. One of these here, I was surprised at the. That's a 30 millimeter. No, it's a. Oh yeah, yes, this one's the master lock. So it's just a little tiny master lock. But I've never seen. Get the light a little bit over here.
Warded one too.
It's another warded
this type of key for it. Yeah, so for me, I mean, that's just the older style of it, or the.
That's just the mini one. They still make that today.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I forget what number it's on it. You can see it on there, but it's just a tiny little. Typically, it's on the bottom.
Yep. Hold on.
But they make a mini one, and then they get into the bigger sizes.
Light's hard.
And Lady Locks, you have one of those, I believe, in that.
Let me see. I have a lens
buried in there.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I see the numbers, just very hard to make out. I think it's a. Is that a 34? It looks like on this right side, it looks like a 3 and a 4.
Could be. I don't ever remember the number on it.
Master Milwaukee Lock Company, number 34. It looks like.
Oh,
but yeah, this is an old little, old little relic.
And it's definitely older. Anytime they say Milwaukee, that's usually where it's made, and it's just the older version of it, which is nice.
Oh, I never knew that.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that either. Okay.
Yeah, more collectible when it says Milwaukee, and the key will usually see that too, is if it's not a replica, a copy.
And then from the bare bones front, just for the videos that I've launched over the last week or so, my newest favorite creation, again, crossing ideas. So this is the heart from the Vegas pick set combined with the rib bone from the from bare bones. And to me, I mean, I think that was the better choice than for the heart to come out of the end, where if I would have picked this Peterson style handle, I really would have had to this is a longer handle pick, and then that's part of the reason I like about it. And I don't want to go the custom one that Lambda made. It's so nice. I don't want to go just jamming this all different types of places. And again, they're different. The one that Lambda made for me has a much smaller really gets into American locks and pack lock style. And the top one, you could see the wider spacing, and the bigger finger at the end is kind of more made for quick set or sledge type keyways. So just to have the two different, options or are awesome for me. And then I was real surprised in the competitor's case from Sparrows that's holding everything up in the background. I mean, I love the Sherman case that I take around with me, but I always wish I had like a kickstand like this that I could just display picks that I'm talking about or use the 3 or 4 I'm using on that lock. And this competitor case, man, this meets you perfectly in the middle of the road on all angles. As far as it holds a lot of stuff, it folds up conveniently, and it's literally a nice kickstand to hold your picks, and you want to put it away, just fold it up and get it out of sight. Like, it's that easy. I mean, that's and again, that's new to me, you know, for new lock stuff.
That's also the other thing about Lambda. Every one of his is completely handmade, especially the ones that you got from him. He made me a set of those too, and they're just so fabulous.
Yeah, they absolutely are. That's the symmetrical ones I have too. Again, it's basically 2 hooks and 2 sets of brakes. But it's like you said, Lambda's craftsmanship is awesome. Here's one of them that I have here. I call it the suicidal. He calls it the symmetrical because I like the razor blade cut like at the back of it. So to me, it resembles a razor blade. But yeah, that again, you know, I'm kind of, these are special occasion picks. These aren't ones that you know, I really just go jamming into every lock I try. And that's going over Lock Noob stuff. I take a lot of advice from him, such as advice I've given to other people. Like his version had never picked the same lock twice in order to how to get better skills. That was the question he was answering. And I just add a little, never pick the same lock twice using the same tools. So at the time I only had 3 locks. So to pick, you know, to alternate between those 3 was starting to get redundant. So at least as long as I switched out a tension tool or switched the pick out, did something different every pick, that was enough to keep it challenging and interesting. So, I mean, just getting a lot of stuff that he says is very useful, you know, information. And reviewing his stuff, preparing for the questions or whatnot, like he really does have a lot of good just habits. I guess it's habit forming. And one of the points he made, and they asked me anything from last year, someone asked him, like, oh, you say multi-picture best and favorite, but it's like not in your hand. Why don't you use it? And his honest answer, you know, he answers quick and honest, so I believe him. That's what I mean by honest answer. He was like, honestly, he's like, I got used to using these, and he's showing the Sparrows and Southord Max that he uses. So he's saying because he got used to having those, even though he gets better feedback from the multi-pick, and technically, you know, that metal sandwich does provide a little feedback if you were, you know, going on a scale. But just because what he learned on is what he's personally used to, that's what he picks better with, and that's what he's always going to go to. And he shows 3, you know, low lock tweets, shows he has, you know, 10 different kits. He's like, it's not a matter of not having. He's like, this is what my preference is because it's what I learned on. And it's just kind of, that's an interesting perspective as far as, you know, I too got kits here that just, this handle right here from Bare Bones made Law Locks like usable for me. Like for me, the serrations on the sides were just,
they're hell. Yeah, they're hell on the hands.
Yeah, not everybody could afford an elegant solution. Like, was that Picksmith, right? Don't you have the awesome wood handle you carved for it? Right? Or was that Picksmith that has it?
For what?
For the Law Lock tools, don't you have a wood carved handle for it?
I have a bunch of those. I've sent out a bunch of them.
Okay,
I tend to only use custom picks too, for the most part.
Okay, so not everybody has the ability to make custom wood handles for their Law Locks. So for me, exploring this bare bones replacement option was definitely worth it. And like I'm eventually just going to end up doing that to the whole rest of the kit and just color code them between black and white for the 2 different setups. But I mean, I had to, had to try them out. And I mean, for the long term, would I make a set with rat yoke handles? No. I mean, for one of, it's cool just to have a monkey paw and to, you know, just have a novelty kind of thing. But if I was going to be that serious about it, I guess I'd go more for a real rat yoke. You know what I mean? It's something that, you know, it's missing that one little component of, you know, the homemadeness that the rest of these just seem to carry with it. Like I said, for this little hybrid creation here between Sparrows and Bare Bones, and then this one's LadyLocks and Bare Bones. So to me, Bare Bones adds to what's already existing. You know what I mean? Like that's where it shines. Or that's where it's at its best.
Do you find that is translated to taking away any kind of feedback when you wrap a handle in plastic like that?
No, actually, for this one, at least for the type of it's not regular Gorilla Glue. It's the whatever gel. I use a stupid amount of it. So like if you feel my handles or my picks, you'd be like, oh dude, that's heavy. Like why did you make it so heavy? I don't mind the weight. That's not the part of my hand that gets cramped really from the weight. It's more the squeezing and the manipulating part. But with how much glue I use, it kind of solidifies the handle and it doesn't dampen feedback at all. That was something I was super worried about. And it does happen on this guy. This is the guy that doesn't translate too good. Yeah. And probably that's one of the reasons why I'm naturally just not inclined to use it. So the tang does go, the full length of the pick, which is about to here. But I don't know if it's the extra plastic. I don't know if there's not a lot of room to have extra glue. Like all these extra handles, if you can see like glue's coming like right to the seams. Like I pushed it as far as to the limit as you can go. And, with this being a solid type plastic like that, there's no room for like exposure. So it's just going to push out the sides, this style. So maybe because it doesn't have that weight or it doesn't have that solid glue mass in there where it's lacking that feedback potential. But this would be the only one out of any bare bone handle case, including the femur, any of those that has any, transmission issues or dampening of feedback. Just the rat bone.
Okay. I was curious because I'm like you. I prefer a heavy pick. Any ones that I have that have like a metal liner with the outside wood scales, I just love that extra weight.
Well, that's my next exploration. We're lockpicking Dev. He's the second one from here is going to be kind of like a Peterson gem style, and then he's nice enough to print me out for the Bosnian Bill lock and my ASA 700 sitting over here somewhere, the clear stands, so this way I'll be able to put nice stands in the corner and display the locks with the key outside of them as opposed to just standing up randomly in the corner like that, So I'll have two nice pick stands along with another keys and bones. So I'll have one. This is the kind of like SS Devs type. It's not quite sharp as the Pagoda. The Southward Pagoda to me is probably like the sharpest point, but medium hook. And the one that he's sending me is the gem. I noticed he had 3 other ones for sale if anyone else was interested. But I like these resin handles too, again, with the whole size of the handle, with size being an issue, and the resin handled with it being full. To me, it transmits quite well with the feedback of the metal. I thought that would be an issue, and the first one that proved me super otherwise was Kicks. Kicks had made this out of windshield wiper insert, and that's all glue, just pure glue.
Yeah.
And I was surprised at the feedback on that. Like he threw this in on ones that I ordered the real Kicks fix, and he was nice enough to throw that in. And for me, I was super surprised again with the amount of clicks and feedback that's transmitted as opposed to muted with the plastic snap-ons. It's no question.
I was curious about that because Snake had sent me a 3D printed cover for a monkey paw, and it's like, I don't like it.
Well, see, with the just printed ones that are like Peterson styles, or the ones that from Bare Bones I call coffin handles. I don't have them right here, I don't think. For those ones, again, I use extra amounts of glue so that this way the weight to it really A, holds it together, and B, adds weight to it. So for me, that's every time I'd put say I'm going to put the monkey's paw in there or something, I would lace that up with so much glue. It's literally kind of... See, these ones have tracks in them too. Let me put this box down so I can show you it proper. What makes the bone yoke not work is what makes this one work. When I first saw this, the reason I right away thought of coffin is you look at the major indent, man, you're laying that pick to rest. That thing's, going down for the dirt. So, I mean,
coming back out.
Right, exactly. That's it. It's a wrap. So, I mean, for the amount of glue, I put a substantial amount in there, put the pick down, put a substantial amount on top, sandwich it together, and really not much comes leaking out anyway. Like I said, because of the amount of space that's allowed with the tracks. Yeah. I mean, that's a good little cap right there, and it adds a lot of weight, and it just makes it a solid transmission. So that's why I think these particular, 3D printed works better than, let's see, do I have a Peterson? The reason Petersons are just a little short, just a little like a quarter of an inch shorter, but when you're dealing in a world of millimeters, like that quarter of an inch makes a world of difference.
Yes, it does.
How do I not have a, all right. Okay, yeah, so this is, okay, so that's Peterson's, that's bare bones, and that's only a little thumb hair, you know what I mean, a little thumbnail longer, half a thumbnail, but that makes a world of difference when it's in your hand and how you're able to manipulate the tip. Anyways, enough of that tangent. My idea for Lock Noobs, Ask Me Anything. Okay, I don't know if anyone here, how familiar they are with the singer Billie Eilish, but every year she has an interview with Vanity Fair. So they interview her from the perspective of watching the last year's answer. So, for example, if I was to hit Lock Noob with, well, what's your favorite pick? And then you see year one, his answer would be the Go So Notch. His answer for year two would be the Southward Max. The answer for year three would be maybe the Gem, Gem at 18,000. So like each year he would have a different answer. So you look at each year and then he would answer this year, which year's, what's his favorite pick.
Yeah.
So it's like through that lens of, he's been picking for 7 years. And I mean, he's had, not the same pick for 7 years. Yep. So just looking at it through the lens of time. So, okay, this was your answer last year. This was your answer at the live stream 2 years ago. This was your answer at the live stream 3 years ago. How do you feel today? You know what I mean? That's kind of the lens I'm trying to ask the questions on, or filter the, I don't want to call it interview. It's his Ask Me Anything. I'm just, you know what I mean?
I think we should all, I think when anybody of us who goes on there to ask them stuff, we should all ask them, when are you coming on Picking Time?
There you go. Okay. Yeah.
When are you going to come and hang out with us on Picking Time?
He's part of the Discord server on Picking Time, isn't he? I thought
Well, that's how I originally got a hold of him. That's exactly. I've been kind of emailing him on and off for a couple of years, asking about the cubes and just asking general questions with no reply. Finally, when he came in for Picking Time, I just tagged him and then pulled him into Discord for a side chat. And then, you know what I mean? That's how this whole thing came about, was through Picking Time in Discord.
Nice.
So to me, that is awesome. And then for, my idea, like I said, it's only an idea. It's not my channels. It's not my whatever. But for Lockpicker 69, for him to do 50 videos, I think that, or, for his 50th videos, so he has 49 interviews under his belt. That's a good point to do an interview. You know what I mean? Like, that's you now have enough experience that you have a lot of interesting stuff to talk about. You know what I mean? And at the same, that's 49 other lock sporters you've interviewed as far as why they got into lock sports, what's their favorite tools, where they went to first making locks or making picks, or, and that's a whole lot of information to, I don't want to be have on people, but just know about the scene, so he's kind of in a unique position, which is interesting. But I hit him like Thornton Mellon, and unfortunately that's kind of the way my brain works. So I just had to list them like 4 different sheets. I was like, okay, here's all the questions about your main channel. Here's all your questions about your interviews. Here's all your questions about, so each one of the things he does, like this old lock or so I tried to keep the questions parallel. So I wasn't bouncing around from interview, lock restoration, key make, I wasn't doing, I had to just keep it all in the, some type of order. But
Right.
His answers were even better than my questions, so it was like, oh wow, like yeah, dude, you should definitely get on that. Oh, and that's the last thing really point that I have to make, and then I guess that's talking to, I believe it was Norland, and over through Reddit. It broke my heart when he told me how corrupt my revolver is, in the sense of
how corrupt your revolver is.
Yeah,
I was like, oh man, he broke your heart. What did he say? Corruption? What? What's going on?
So he's like,
Let's have a moment of silence for Knox, guys. It is corrupted revolver.
Yeah, man. So, my older revolver that I always show, cool, no problem. He explained to me what the problem with the new one is. So here's the new one. So I got it out, and he's like, the top pins are going to be beveled, so it's going to have a much wider shear line, and you're going to see. Just try to open. Like, I've never tried the new. Honestly, my idea when I got it was with the core trainers to have 4 revolvers with each different core trainers after I progressively pinned them. And it was only after I started to really pick that I realized that's way fucking overkill, dude. Like, you can really like rechange your core in 10 fucking minutes. You don't need 4 different revolvers. So like, I never bothered open up the second one. But anyways, this is pinned to 5. This is like naturally how it comes from Sparrows, and this is just a knife. I just took this out of the part of the Dark Shift kit. This is the Dark Shift XL that gonna be part of my mail call video. But when I was able to, I'm sure I'm gonna make a liar out of me now. Pick the right tension. But I literally can stab it to me. I was like, oh man, this feels like a McNally video. Because you know the way McNally comes in everything extreme and bypasses everything quick, and it's just boom, boom, quick opens. I was surprised that with like very little skill and just a knife, that's not a hook. That's not anything. Now it's the best lock in the world because it's a revolver. Hold on. There you go. All right, that's just one, but I have it. Let's see if it's going to cooperate now. To the point that I was like, oh man, there's no hook on there. It's basically jam it in, wiggle, you'll get it open. And it just kind of broke my heart. There's the second one. Use a lot less. There's a third. There's a fourth. There's a fifth. Starting to get the point. There's a sixth. There's a seventh. There's an eighth. All right, it's not a speed race. So simply no hook needed. This is a 5-pinned 4-chamber revolver. I just did 2 full revolutions with no hook needed. Come on, dude. Like, what skill is that? That breaks my heart. You know what I mean? So for me to give away something like, yes, dude, this is my ultimate training product, and it's like, oh yeah, really? Zip, zip, zip. Well, you must not be that great then. You know what I mean? That's not really But yeah, when he explained that to me, I was like, whoa, like they really made it that easy? And you simply just take it out and try. And when I was able to do that, I mean, each one should be progressively harder. So at first I was like, oh, standard pins with a wider shear line. Okay. But like, it shouldn't be able to do that with like spools and mushrooms that easy. Like, no way.
I had wondered about that.
Yeah, he breaks it down in better detail in Reddit. It's the top part's beveled and the core has something angled to it, so it's like almost impossible to miss the shear line.
Yeah, the core actually has chamfering on it, so it's beveled at that point. The top pins all have a slight bevel to them.
I didn't even know that's a thing. Away. Like, I didn't think you could make locks quote unquote easier. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was pretty much.
Oh no!
Well, minus less than pins. Hold on. Right. All right. If I minus the pins, sure. But I mean, short of minusing the pin stack, I wasn't thinking like core and Bible manipulations. Yeah. Like through core.
Definitely. Some of the cheaper locks have that problem. Some of the Yale residential, the Quickset has that problem where they make them so poorly and with bad tolerances that they're just really difficult to open, or just really easy to open. I mean, not difficult.
But yeah, for me to continue to recommend that now beyond just a mere stepping stone, that's really, I don't even know if I should do that, because if you're not getting the one that honestly taught me the most, if I want to say per lock, as a beginner, is this one right here, the grub screwed, the real SC4 keyway that I just progressively pinned one at a time until like this was the one I learned the most from, and then I got comfortable with my revolver. And you could feel the difference between like the real brass of the sledge and the whatever brass or openness of the revolver. You know, it's just a different feel.
I had wondered that being a locksmith going, and I had seen these revolvers when I came into the sport, and it's like, that just looks like a gimmick to me, you know. But I have 200 cylinders that I can pick, and I pick the better ones all day long. It's like, here, let me just give some out to people, and you can see the difference for yourself.
Yeah, very true. That's another thing of like lock noob's advice that I take is for when you're not having a good run at locks, to have a couple comfort locks around. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? No challenge. It's just you get the fun of picking back, or you don't lose the fun of picking, you know, as opposed to just pushing till it gets no fun. So for me, the revolver was always something that was a fallback fun piece. And I got a couple of very easy quick sets and the Skillman. Those are like my 3 fallback. I could probably open them blindfolded, and when, you know, I mean, they're just that easy. You know, weak bitting and just they're fun locks for me. They don't get old or tired or whatever. But in that spirit, that's why I'd always recommend the revolver. But man, as a learning tool now, I still understand the progressive pinnings and would recommend those. But I'd say don't do the revolver, because you might get stuck there. And if you're getting stuck there, that means you're kind of losing your learning. You know what I mean? So if your idea is to continually be learning, you're gonna, you know, come to a standstill at a certain point because you're not getting that proper feedback. I didn't really realize that it's gonna become a handicap if you stay there. I'm saying I can feel that it's becoming a crutch instead of an 8.
An acrylic clear lock for you, and doesn't gain you anything of skill.
Yeah.
And even still, I'd say the vertical one was, again, the one I learned the most, because that one helped me initially, you know, white belt level with pick placement even. So, I mean, yeah, you could see the picks wiggle, you know, or the pins move on top, but to actually see your pick placement in a vertical cut like that is just, helps that little bit. Where other people draw lines on their picks, I mean, I guess, sure, you could do that too. But I guess you'd have a lot more accurate lines if you actually, you know, were able to see it make its way through. So, I mean, I guess I got to refine my answer. If someone was asking me, hey, if I was to start in lock sport, where's the best place to start? I'd probably say with a little kick cylinder that has vertical cuts, as opposed to, cutaway sparrows like this one, or even cutaway, like I said, the top. And it helps, but to me, I think the vertical is really, you know, if you don't know anything at all and you want to learn, it's probably the best learning aid.
Yeah.
Okay, now, conversation starter. Lockheed Awards came. I ordered a couple things. They have staggered in very slowly. So, like, let's see here. Monday or Tuesday, I ordered and got the glass. I'm sorry, Monday or Tuesday, the glass came in, finally. Because I ordered these at the probably day before, 2 days before the Lockies. So I put an order in for these stickers. So this is like a die cast one. And then the support, I want to support the show. I just don't have like I'm on disability. I can't like make a $10 pledge a month. You know, I don't have it like that. But I could do it in the form of, yes, I could afford this sticker. You know what I mean? I could afford it like that. I can't do it all the time. So help show support to Charles. I bought the Lock Sportcast, and then one die cut, one regular one, and the last one's still yet to arrive. And then I bought one It's a pint mug. Well, I might have brought it into the kitchen already. But I was surprised. I contacted them, and I'm like, "Yo, why are these stickers not arriving? Like, it's been a month, dude. Like, literally, where they at?" And they just kept kind of not responding until they showed up. I know it has nothing to do with Charles or the actual Locks Sportscast. I'm just saying, it's a subbed out company through, whatever. But still, it's just simply stickers, man. Like, it's not T-shirts where you have to iron something on, or it's not like,
these guys in here piped in about the locks for beginning and like where to start out with, like starting in Locksport. And Harry Bose, like he says, just buy cheap locks, except for not with plastic cores. And then Squiggle Dork, I kind of agree with that, is medium cost picks and as many locks as you can. I remember when I started, I thought, I bought picks, and then I really just should have grabbed like a few different hooks in that, because I have picks that I still have never used,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Coxie says don't buy padlocks when starting, buy cheap door locks, Yale rim cylinders and stuff like that. Yeah, I used to pick those ones too. Yeah, you can progressively pin them using tweezers and a battery. That's a good idea for just beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And real quick, I see Isaac hopped on, and I don't know where he went. Are you still down there, Isaac? I can't see it. Yeah. Everybody shrunk. What are you picking down there?
I'm just looking for a couple locks. I'm going between a bunch.
Here's something else I got from the mail from Snake. This is his newer pack lock. He wants me to send back his black one, which I'm going to finish the video on. Apparently, it's going to be a whipped video. And I'm going to send that one back to him. Nice. But as well as he sent me this to figure out. So it comes with a bag of keys.
I know that one. I've seen that.
Yeah,
one.
he told me he was like who did he say? 3 people. Who was it? Picksmith, Midnight Philosopher, and he's like, I ran it by 3 people. He's like, good luck. You're gonna get your hands dirty. So that's all I know about this thing. Hold on. I don't even know what it's called, but it has the type of lock is a lever, so it would be like a handcuff. So hold on, wait till I get the keys, because that's where I guess the lock would start to make sense.
Okay. Yeah, because it's kind of a trick lock.
Absolutely a trick lock.
I didn't see that from Snake, but I've seen that particular lock before somewhere.
Now it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different keys. Okay. Now only one of them actually fit and work inside of this keyway, which I'm guessing is this one, the smallest. Yep. Okay. So only this one actually does anything. Oh, yeah. And when you get a turn, like that's the click. So like nothing happens. So like this the shackle. I thought the shackle should open, and that's whatever. So obviously there's a bunch more keys. Something has to happen, and you start to remove the bottom.
Did you figure it out?
Hold on. Before I'm going to show you to where I figured it out too, which is only going to be like 2 more steps from here, and then you're going to tell me whether I should follow it or not. So now, that's the next part. Is it has the square kind of key shape for this. I don't want to call it a hex because I know hex means 6, but it's kind of that wrench shape. So it's a quad shape. And now as I do that, watch this. It's going to rise up like an elevator. So now that that's rising out of its core, I don't want to pull the rest of it apart. It only goes that far without me pulling it or doing anything further. So I don't know if I have to pull it this far and continue turning the key. I don't know if I have to insert another one of these keys up in there and turn it another X amount of degrees. I do not know. But I don't want to continue to turn it only to have like lever lock guts all over the place, and then I ruined a cool.
No, you won't. Just play around with it and do everything that you want to do to it. Nothing bad will happen.
Yeah, you can't hurt it with the keys that you have.
It's not a lever lock. It's more of a puzzle.
Wow.
It's more of a puzzle lock.
There's a whole nother keyway being exposed. Holy shit.
There you go. See?
Oh, whoa, two.
Now there's the lever lock.
Okay. I was afraid to bring all I saw was that little tiny opening, like the pinhole, like the pins were starting to be there or something. And I was like, oh man, that pin might be holding a lever in it. I don't know. I did not want to raise it. So you've never seen it, or I've never seen it below that thing. Okay, let's see. We got keys. Okay, that one turns that side. Oh, okay. Turn. Oh, that one's frozen turned. Okay, let me try the long one. Nope, that's just the elevator. Works it up and down. There is this little weird screw, which I guess I'll screw this into. Yep. Wow, this thing's rusty. You can see my hands are starting to turn orange already. I didn't take long. Okay. That's on there all the way.
LockHeat's having dinner.
Maybe
Yeah,
at the same time, maybe? No. This is the only one that has any spring to it. Very interesting. Wow, holy shit.
That's my stick.
All right, you better go grab some You're still, is that the same lock you've been picking left-handed?
No, I switched to a different challenge lock.
Okay. Somebody was just asking, where was it? Coxie's pick says, how would you pick an AVA or AVA lock with 10 sliders?
Very slowly.
Lots of bourbon.
That too.
Really, which one?
Eva.
Yeah, which model are you talking about?
I'm wondering if he's talking like the 3KS or the 3KS Plus or the 4KS.
Well, those all have 12 sliders.
That's what I'm worried. That's what threw me off.
Yeah, he typed an Ava on there. All right.
Oh, a Chub Ava. Oh, okay.
Chub
AVA. So that one is a completely different thing altogether. Usually that's I need to see the lock. I think I might have one here actually. And tell me if it's the same one. One sec, I'll go find it.
I don't see why. Maybe put this back on. No.
Yeah, somebody said to use the 2-in-1 pick, and he says he needs a slightly cheaper option. The 2 Chub locks cost him a pretty penny.
Yeah.
Hate when that happens. Lock Chuck, what lock are you up there picking? Is that a challenge lock or just a?
Yeah, this is my second one called Clicky, and it's in a custom housing. So you don't get the key until you get it picked.
Very neat.
Who made that one?
Oops.
I was talking to somebody that was wanting to make that cover for a lock.
It was probably me.
Oh, was it?
I put it on. I put it on
your
Discord.
lock. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your lock.
Yeah, this is my
Does it look
second
like
one
this? Like kind of like this keyway and this kind of key?
Oh my god!
Wow.
What in the world?
Those aren't sliders. Those are free floating wafers.
Yeah, that's what I'm just wondering because I know this is a chubby.
That is so cool.
That's very cool looking.
I don't know if it's the same one though. So if it is,
Miracle Lock Company. That's awesome.
Tell you, I always see some cool stuff on here. That's for sure. You guys always got something cool. Did you put that back together, Knox?
No, I've exhausted every key in position.
It's not.
I tried to
you
see
couldn't
if
get it open then.
No, I wanted to see if maybe somehow putting the bottom back onto it was somehow relevant to the opening of it. No,
Yeah,
and then I'm trying to see if
minute trying to figure
if
that
maybe
one out.
they need to be like each one has a little bit of spring to it.
Oh yeah,
So
it might have to be different.
Turned in a certain order or rotated in a certain.
Does the keys only fit those spots, or are they all the same keys? Or
No, they're all different keys, and they only fit those spots.
Oh, okay. I see.
And each key is a definitely unique key. Like, only 2 of them are actually like lever keys. The other ones, this one has like a weird little screw instrument at the end, which I don't know why it attaches to that exactly. Oh, hold on. In the unscrewing, I pulled it out. Aha. Okay. See that? And explaining it to you, I unlock another piece of the puzzle. How about that? All about learning.
Coxie,
okay,
did you happen to see that that lock Isaac popped up on there to see if that was the one you were talking about? I don't think he answered. But, okay.
Exactly.
Someone like the Abloy Classic.
It's the firing order. I noticed while speaking with you, I rotated the left key. It made this. Let me get my light a little better. It made this weird side pin pop out. And then when I was trying to explain it to you, I turned this lever, which made that side pin disappear, like that, retract. So apparently, I guess there's something in the order of the keys I just need to figure out to get to next. This is cool. I never had a puzzle lock before. It is really cool.
That is pretty neat, for sure.
Yeah. Also, usually they're pretty expensive, so I mean, it's probably pretty valuable. Like those specific kinds.
Yeah, I've never seen like a listing or something like that on eBay that's a real lock like this. I've seen like novelty, you know what I mean? Real cheap. They're not real locks. They're more plastic. I don't even know what to call them because there's no real locking mechanism. They're toys. That's it. They're little plastic toys, but nothing real like this. That's real locking mechanisms with multiple different skeleton keys figuring out.
At least you've got all the keys for it.
Hopefully.
Okay.
If Snake sent it to me and was like, dude, I got it open, figure it out, I'd be like, yep, I got all the keys. But the fact that it comes with a question mark, hopefully.
Well, I'm going to cut in real quick. I got to get moving.
All right, Jack Smith, well, thank you for hanging out.
I just pulled out the book.
Aw.
It's studying time. Can't go now.
I'm definitely out of here then. Studying for my life.
But look at all those cool pictures. Look what I just opened the book to.
Oh, perfect.
Some nice fichet locks. If you're not getting a headache yet, then...
Yeah, right?
Pretty cool.
Congratulations, Lady Locks, on that. Look forward to confirming that.
Thank you.
And everybody else, Knox, LockHeat, LockChuck, Paracentric, and Isaac, have a good rest of your weekend and enjoy the long weekend.
Oh, yeah,
Thanks, buddy. You too, man.
You too, man.
It's always good to see
Take
you,
it
man.
easy.
I'll talk to you later.
27. 327 and 394.
So, LadyLocks, what did you have? You submitted something recently? If you have, I'm sorry, I'm not aware. Did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
She's going to, but yeah.
Yeah, I submitted.
Sorry,
for
go
my
ahead.
black
It's not.
belt.
You talked about it.
I submitted for my black belt, but I've finally finished it. So I just have to wait for Picksmith to confirm my lock. So as soon as he does that, then it'll be all okay to go through.
Oh, gotcha. Very cool.
Nice.
That's a major step. Yeah.
Then we're gonna blow up your phone.
Oh yeah, right. All the pings. Jeez, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, when I did
Okay,
it,
so
I
like this
accidentally did
kind.
the wrong one.
It's the one that the
What the heck is that?
Scandinavian padlock is based off
That's
of.
the one he has.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Does it look like that?
Wow.
Maybe ask him. Let's see.
Nice chub.
It's a compact 10 slider lock for applications such as secure storage, cabinets, and safes. It's made as a rim cylinder for door locks and as a cam lock.
That's crazy. That's probably the one he meant because he said it was a 10 slider one.
I'm keeping my eye on the chat just to see. But I'm going to see if it talks about any picking ideas here.
I just like sliders.
I have a weird little picking idea here. I noticed I turned two of the keys and this side piece is farther out than it's ever been. So if I...
Yeah, I'm awake.
It's either going to open or it's going to close. I retracted. I thought I had it. Oh, well.
Oh, here, Chris, if you're curious what the book is.
There has to be a...
It's a really good one. I actually got recommended it by Lockpicking Lawyer himself. So one time he, I sent him an email like 5 years ago or something.
Oh,
and
wow.
He responded to me and told me to get this book. That was his advice to me. And this was good advice. And then as I got into Locksport, I sent him more emails to tell him like my progress, but he never responded. So yeah, but anytime you're curious about a lock, Chris, you say you have that book, then just pull it out and look up in the index, because you could pretty much any high security lock, unless it's like really, really recent. Like you're not going to find the stealth key in here or anything, but like now I'm curious, but I know it's not going to be here, but I'm just like checking for fun. There are often you look and there's no locks. You know, there's nothing about the lock you're looking for if it's a specific kind, if it's like a unique certain kind, but it has for many of locks that you're even like obscure locks that you wouldn't necessarily expect would be here are in here. So very good. Yeah, no stealth key though.
Pretty cool. Oh, that's
I totally forgot about the shoutout, so I haven't prepared any.
So looking at the key really quick. Sorry. Oh, go ahead.
No problem,
yeah.
no problem.
I just got distracted. This is part of ADD, you know. People start talking, and then I only realize what they say after I start talking. Go ahead.
No problem.
Hindsight's always 2020.
We'll go over the Ava stuff after the shoutouts.
We're gonna skip the shoutouts for this week. We do have some giveaways still running. Nothing much news, but TLP 1969 is still doing his giveaways, and he is doing this one at this moment. Nice package with the shirt, some shot glasses from Sparrows, and some other Sparrow stuff. Link is in the description if you want to enter, and it will be running until the 3rd of June. Nax, you're up for a giveaway, or at least that's the. Is it still
Yeah, I have one announcing this week.
Okay. Cool. So check out his channel if you haven't done so to be notified. Pocket Woman is doing the monthly Lotto Luck Tuesday. Just post a Lotto video on Tuesday with the correct hashtag, and you will be entered. He will be giving something away each month. And then still waiting for a new video from Theoretically Secure. She is making 2 custom picks and will be giving away when the series is ended. But she's still due for at least 1 or 2 more episodes and finish the picks. So we're still waiting on that. And those were the giveaways.
Nice.
And you mentioned in the beginning, Lady Locks, that you had something to give away this week.
Yes, I have the Southern Specialties Longhorn tension set to give away in the nice case that they come in. So, we give a set of those away.
Nice.
You know what they say about Longhorns. Sorry. Long feet.
I have heard that. Now, why do we have porn music in our queue? I don't get that. What the heck? LockHeat removed.
Hey, get your mind out of the gutter.
Swears, and now
that's quickly identified. Yeah,
it sure was. We've got a show with naked lock chucks in it and all kind of craziness up in there. Can't even anymore.
But no, yeah, there's a cricket. I was asking.
There's our cricket.
If you want to be entered in the giveaway, just mention something in the chat if you haven't done so. 24 people already said something, anything, and you'll be automatically entered. I think everybody has done so already, but I'll give you a few more seconds to do so. No, nothing new, so let's roll.
But I thought Lady Locks won for a second. Nice, congrats.
Congrats, Jeff.
My screen froze right when it showed Lady Locks' name.
That's sent out to you, Jeff. I already know where you live, Jeff.
She stalks you.
All right. Very nice. Okay.
LadyLocks has a database of all of our names, addresses, and date of births and everything.
While adding hair samples.
Yeah, I'm slowly adding those. I'm waiting for Isaac's.
Yeah, and then our DNA as well.
Yeah, I want to, in case I want to clone anybody. Alright.
Chris, it's too late for you. You're already in the system.
Yeah, you're already in the system, Chris. You're gonna be the first one to get cloned.
She's gonna have a Chris slave.
Chris has the first
you know.
Yeah, I'm auctioning
Feeds
off
her
all the
locks.
Chris's. I'm gonna sell them. I'm gonna sell all the Chris's that we make.
If they collect as many locks as he did, nobody's gonna have any locks.
Oh goodness.
Well, unfortunately the cost of shipping is what's made me have to really put a halt on my giveaways. Like I can't really go announcing more, at least not in my good conscience, until I settle up with LockHeat and not Ginger. So I got to get Ginger his package, and then LockHeat still the pack lock. So before I go promising some, even though it's a couple weeks once I announced the giveaway, I just wanted to kind of technically announce it probably on Monday, but it's just a real simple. It's not even, I mean, if you want to call it the start of Knoxtober, sure, it's going to be like the same body bag prize, which is just the training lock and the core and whatnot that I explained in the giveaway videos. But it's going to be simple. It's just going to be go outside, and if you can pick while walking, is like 2 points. I have multiple points for entries, but it's just going to be a simple go outside. It's not going to be the cool would you rather questions yet. And it's because I can't promise I can afford shipping out in time to start for the would you rather. So until I have that part set aside, I'm just going to do a couple soft ones just to keep my things that I bought to give away going out at the same time. Like I just can't afford to buy weekly big ones. That's because I keep it, I don't want to have to shut my shipping down to US only. Right now I'm open to everybody because that's the way I would like it to be for me. I would hate to have one D-Max pick and be like, awesome, bro, good job. Just can't ever get it to you. Sorry. I just can't ship internet. It's just, I think of that in reverse. So if I was the one to win, if I was giving away this bone yoke, awesome, dude, you won it. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't ever ship it to you. Like, no, I wouldn't want that. So that's, I try to keep that open door available, but it's also getting really expensive,
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say, the thing is that it's usually very expensive, and what I see a lot of people do is they don't necessarily close the door on it, but they say that there's a caveat if you're from out of the country or if you're from international, like if the shipping is going to be over a certain amount or something like that, then you have to either cover the rest if you want for it to be sent, or you can either opt to choose someone else to send it to on your behalf. Something like that.
That's not a bad idea. Even if it's for America, you're coast to coast. If you're doing like a small box or even medium, you're talking like $10, $20 for, just a normal small box, coast to coast, no problem. Not expensive. Yeah. I could do $20. But once you go to leave America, all of a sudden it's $40 as soon as it hits air or sea or however way it's going. You're doubling your money, quick. So, doing that bi-weekly, like I said, I'm going to have to, like you said, maybe cap it. So if it's like a $10 for coast to coast America, I'll meet you at that $10. You just got to put up the rest to get it to where you're at. You know what I mean? I don't ever want anybody to be like excluded from stop them even more so, not stop them from participating in it. I wouldn't want to discourage that either.
It's still amazing, like whatever, if you're giving away something like a pick set or something, they would have had to pay that shipping plus the cost of the pick set plus like the shipping would have been more anyways, right? So most people won't have a problem with it. And if anybody really can't afford it, then they'll usually opt towards sending it to someone else or something like that. You know.
Yeah, I see. But for Pocket Woman, that's I was like, I wanted to get a femur to her, and it was so much easier because of where she's at, just to reach out to Mark from Bare Bones, and I just paid him, and he just shipped it to her right there locally, as opposed to for him to ship it to me to ship it back to there, dude. You would have that. This $20 handle would become like literally $100, $120 handle just from shipping. You know what I mean? Like from Australia to here to Australia. Like that would have been crazy for a femur handle to change hands. So it was just, it's easy enough just to talk to Mark at Bare Bones and, hey, I'll pay you. Can you just ship it there? Yep, done. I could do that. But I can't do that for every prize. You know what I mean? That's not.
Yeah, I hear you.
And something else that I think is kind of time to try is being I've got to.
He got it. LockHeat got the plugin you wanted, Jen.
I heard that the crickets.
Okay. Okay. The crickets got you. I was wondering. I thought he got it. I was looking for the open. I'm like, who? Where?
We jump around on topics quite often around here.
Another trait of having ADD. That's why I suspect I'm not the only one here with it.
Yeah, really.
No.
we all have our moments here, I think.
Oh, look, squirrel.
Right.
Yeah. Right there with the whole conversation. Yeah. What?
Yeah, that's one thing about picking time. We sure do cover tons of subjects.
My idea for a neat little send out would be to make a challenge, because I kind of, not to be like I ran my course, but I think the pack lock's kind of done its thing. I have a couple more that I'll send out for like Noxtober, but just me working in the 2mm medium right now, and then whatever components I happen to get from pack lock, I'm ready to move on. That's all. So it's time for 3mm big boy locks. So
yeah, I can't imagine doing all those tiny little pins all the time. That's got to be annoying.
Yeah, it's starting to get to be. So keeping it fun. Chucker got my first 3mm challenge lock, which was just a little kick cylinder thing, and I tried to duplicate Land Spy Key's tip, and I fucked it up. Meaning,
what was it?
Okay, we both reveal how we do the trenches. Yeah, the curse word. So we both do the little trench trick for the cores, and he does a good little manipulation. I currently didn't do because I was afraid to mess it up, and I did exactly that. But the first pin is technically kind of the gatekeeper for the lock, right? So if you drop that pin even lower than the warding, it makes it harder. So so you're oversetting it every time you try to get the pin 2 or 3, particularly.
Yeah.
So in that spirit of having the trench on one side and dropping that down, the problem is I dropped it too far for the first cut of that key. So when you go to slide the key in, for it to go to sub-zero of the warding to plus, let's say it's an 8 cut or a 9 cut, that level of steepness, I tried to shave it best I could, but it ended up stripping my, I'm looking for the, here it is. It literally chewed all the diamond filings off the bit. Like I had no more. It's just grinding straight metal on metal. So I was like, yeah, time to stop that. Like that's not good. But the key needs some modification on the very tip here if it's going to continue to be able to operate. So I basically told him it's like a parachute. Like you turn it once or twice to show you there's a shear line and that it works, and then once you pull that, it's like a ripcord. Like you're probably not going to be able to get that key back in without struggle, without it being a severe pain in the ass. So that's the Land Spy Key trick, is of dropping it, but my fault was I dropped it too far, breaking the code. So like the math, every cylinder you're not supposed to have like a 1 or I'm sorry, like a 0 cut and like a 2. Like it breaks the amount of room that the physics, like there's not enough room for the key to make the pins move. So it literally like bricks the lock. So unfortunately, that's kind of what I did a little bit. So that's the one something, got to really put an exclamation on that. That's one mod. If you mess it up, it's hard to come back from.
Right. Yeah,
but my idea for the
crazy challenge locks too.
My idea for the remaining of for Noxtober to start it, I was going to trick out one or two of these and record myself and out on the back deck while I do it. I was going to I got a large iron file. I'm going to file off the whole top part of it and then just use my grub screws. I got the threader and all that here. So I'm just going to thread each chamber, put grub screws in, and then once it's tapped, it gives me the ability to then make, mods to the Bible, not just the plug. So this way I could send them out as challenge locks. So if you win my thing, if you want it regular, you get a regular one. If you want it spicy, I can send you a spicy one and make it a little more attractive to. I don't want to just send out kick cylinders, and I don't want to be stuck in a 2mm realm. So to me, that's a happy medium. Oh, actually, here's a question. If someone has knowledge of the proper way for my ASA 700, is there a way for me to pin it in which it would be a purple belt? Meaning like barrels, tapers, whatever it is. Is there a specific... here it is. Hold on. Like I've noticed as it goes up from green to black, it's basically a matter of what's inside the lock. Like 2 tapers, 2 gin spools, 2 whatever, as it increases, the insides are what matter.
Yeah.
Just look on the LPU Belt Explorer under purple belt and you'll see ASA 700 there. I think it's barrel spools with counter milling.
Okay.
Yeah, it should tell you the pins right there with it.
Because that is ultimately what I would like to do, is just go from progressively learn this lock and go from green to purple, just with this ASA taking me the distance.
Right. Okay.
I don't know too much about ASA 700 myself, so.
Squiggle says purple doesn't have an ASA 700. There is 600 with barrels and 500 with gins.
Okay. That explains why I couldn't find it. That would explain why I couldn't find it. It's not there. Okay. So I have to either go 5 or 6. That's what it is for purple?
Yeah, they
okay.
500 with gins or 600 with barrels.
Okay.
That being said, if you did a 700 with barrels, if it doesn't count for brown, then it would count for purple then.
Yeah.
And the 700 with gins is brown or black, or brown to black, depending on what's in it, usually.
So as long as I have the minimal requirement of the 2 barrels in there, though, right? That's the point of it. So if I had more than the 2, I'd be okay. So 3, let's say.
Just double check with the mods in the Discord; they'll tell you.
Gotcha. Well, I didn't know how to properly phrase the question. So literally, if I just send in the message, hey, this is what a quick picture. Here's the lock. Here's the pin setup. 3 of these with a sequel at, and they should just be able to yes or no or.
Squiggle also says, be careful repinning the 700 because you need the milling to match the pins. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. That's something I didn't know. Okay.
Never seen a 700 with barrel spool milling though.
Perfect.
We're focusing.
Oh, just curious, Lady Locks. Have you tried? Both of us made note. Lockpicker 69 one day, might have even been my birthday one. He used these reverse tweezers. He was showing us a pin or something, and we're like, "Dude, how are you able to hold that for so long?" And he's like, "Oh, I got reverse tweezers." Have you tried a pair yet?
I got them, and I just love them. They're my favorites.
It makes it a lot more convenient, no? I'm just handling things and putting them down. It's a whole different.
They pick up springs like amazingly. None of them go shooting anywhere. They're wonderful.
Yeah, as I got mine, I was looking at Covert Instruments, and I was like, dude, I can't not get these now. Like, now that I know they exist and they're there, I can't not get them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can pick up springs so nicely with them, man. I lose springs all the time, so it's like the best thing I ever got. Aw! Isaac, you look so cute! I love how you're thinking like, I've got him, and he's sitting there going, I'm just, go ahead, keep it up. He's just literally looking around at things that he's going to mess with later.
I like in shows
said
like
if you want a 600 with barrels, he can send you his Max Plus Restricted. If you want to try 600 with barrels.
Yeah, sure. Sure, absolutely.
Oh, it's starting to go for the stuff. You're right, Jan. Sorry.
He looks like he's big enough to eat that American 1100 too, and not even worry about it. Doesn't he? Look how giant he is. Holy crap.
Well, I like the
it's so big that he can't even stand.
From Family Guy, when Stewie Griffin's bringing up an alien's perspective of landing on the planet, and he's like, "If you're following a dog or a cat, and you're an alien, who do you really think looks like the master? The one pooping or the one walking around picking up all the poop?" And it's like, oh wow! Like when you look at it like that, like from an outside perspective, the cat's the one or the dog's the one demanding the walk. They're the one that you follow, pick up their poop, tell them that they're a good animal, massage them, and then walk them home while carrying a bag. It's not the other way around. So that makes us the servants. They're the masters.
Yeah,
it's just funny how.
It.
Yeah, it's just
Look
cute.
How
that
huge he is! Holy crap! I wouldn't mess with him too much, Isaac. He will get you in your sleep.
He does. No, he usually cuddles with me.
A real long time ago, my brother had a cat, and he was like twice the size of your cat. And I hated that cat, and he hated me. And
At least the feeling's mutual.
Well, I was over his house sleeping over the one night, and his couch was like right by, like underneath a mantle. Like there was a mantle behind the couch, and I'm laying there sleeping, and all of a sudden, I hear the cat climbing around up to no good, and I open my eyes just in time to see.
Up to no good.
he pushed, like, I can't remember if it was a candle or something like that, right off the mantle onto my head, and I got out of the way just in time. He was trying to kill me in my sleep.
That's a good thing your spider senses went off.
Yeah, I'm like, get down from there, quit it. So then he's like, you know how they do. He kind of like took a long loop, like long walk around the room, and then he comes back around and he comes up to the end table, and he just kind of staring at me, and he takes his paw and he just like kind of shot the lamp off the side of the table, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this cat. I couldn't stand that cat. Dude, he's so cute. You have teeth marks in the pic.
Here, this is a advertisement for Jimmy Longs.
Oh my gosh. That's a perfect sticker, Isaac.
Exactly.
That needs to be your new sticker.
Okay, he's done.
So am I, sort of.
LockHeat sending me pictures of cats falling asleep.
Are you falling asleep, LockHeat?
Yeah.
Is it time to call it a
past
day
his
soon?
bedtime.
Yeah, or you want to continue this for another 12 hours without switching screens? I'm more than happy to just go to bed and switch off the stream tomorrow morning.
We don't need to do 12 hours. Maybe just like 2 or 3 more hours. That's it.
We need to teach
See, when you
Isaac
put it
how
like
to
that,
run.
it makes it not seem like that long.
You need to give Isaac
What's that,
lessons
Jen?
on how. I said we need to. LockHeat needs to give you lessons on how to run it, the live stream. Then you could just take over when he falls asleep.
We'll have to do a midnight stream.
There you go. That'd be perfect.
Bring your beers. Bring your own beer.
Midnight stream with the midnight philoppicer.
Exactly. You got it.
Mylock's in here. Hey, Mylock, if you're listening, I finally got an email back today from Legless. He's trying with Cash to get it on camera. He got it off camera, the video, and it should be to you, or out to you in about a week or so. So he's gonna let me know when it's on the way. But he did email me back. I just saw Mylock was in the chat.
Oh yeah, he's talking about how cats make a beeline to the visitor of the house that has the allergies. Yeah, or that, or the people that like definitely don't like them. Like they'll definitely go to those people first. Like,
well, I thought Legless's thing was cute. Attaching his packages to American Locks to go to Mylock. So, for Legless to say he received the package, he made this short little video just saying, "Hey, look, I got it," and he already picked Mylock's locks. So he's like, "Oops, sorry, Mylock," but it was just cute. I would say, "Yeah, I'll pass them along," but oops, they're already picked. It was a really, really cute presentation of it. I know, dude. You will. Cash is fun, dude. Cash is a very good pick, and that's what Legless is trying to capture now, dude. It is. It's Dave. I said the same thing to him. I had to do mine in 3-part installments. So my first little one's like a 3-minute video, and it's just called proof I got the cash. It was just every time I got to that final binding pin, I knew I was there, and whatever. That one time I got it on camera, wanted to share it for like kind of confidence builder, and then just proof. And then the second one, I actually got the whole thing on camera, wanted to submit it for my belt, for my green belt. And they're like, you got to put it back together, dude. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So the final one, I had to put it back together. It's not enough you take the lock apart. You then have to reassemble it. So
yeah, you don't need to do it in the same take, though. You can do a separate video after if you've already taken it and put it apart.
I know, nobody told me that. So
I remember all of that going down in the chat. And
in the chat.
Like, I was going to say something to you about that, but then it slipped my mind. And so you made a separate video altogether, where you picked it and took it apart.
Yeah, 3.5 hours later. I come back and submit.
So by the way, you don't have to do that. Now I say, like, all this time later.
Yeah. So
it doesn't matter.
I understand that it takes a minute, like it is. It's like it's got to trick you a couple spots. It's got to, I had to put a couple confidence builder ones up there, and each one of those cost me a copyright strike. So I was like, just don't play no music. Take your time. It's fine. Just making sure, it's wanted. He's like, no problem, dude. You know, hey, trying to get it on camera. I'll get it out to my lock by the end of the week, hit or miss. So trying to manage his European tour and get him home safe to Bandito. This way he can collect the autograph book and I can get the lock.
Nice.
What's funny is that's when I make the video, when it does come back to me, knock wood, it starts with a thing from Bandito hitting me back. He's like, my wife was talking to me and she's saying how you got those 3 strikes and how you love it so much. You can keep cash. I just sent it yesterday. He's like, no way. I was like, yeah, dude, sent it over like overseas. Like, oh wow, like okay. So like, if I would have waited, but I'm glad it went. And ultimately, that's what for me. If even having the choice to do over, I would still send because the whole point of it is it's a fun pick and it's meant to be shared with the community. Hence the community sign book. So while it is something cool I want to collect, I want to make sure it's out there for a while. And even when I get it back to me, it's not just going to sit here. Anybody requests it, I'll send it back out. It's not going to be hoarded. That's where I had mixed emotions when I saw that eBay thing when I bought the supposed Bosnian Bill locks. Part of me is like, wow, here's this scumbag like selling somebody else's challenge locks. Like that's kind of like scummy. You know what I mean? Like you're like, hey Knox, I'm a big fan. Send me 2 or 3 of your locks, whatever. And I do that for you, and all of a sudden you're at a gun show or somewhere and sell them, trade them, or whatever. That's kind of. But at the same time, being a Bosnian Bill fanboy myself, and couldn't help but tame the curiosity what the hell was inside of him. I kind of had to have him. Yeah, and Squiggledorg, if you can message me on Discord, if that's the best word, the email, the locks4knox@gmail. But yeah, dude, I'd love to take a look at that purple belt. Because, S is the direction I want to go in. So, as I want to start going in that direction.
Or you could even just go to the 700 right off the bat. Could start working on it right now.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, honestly.
You're allowed to skip belts.
Yeah, no, that's even just to get used to the barrels. Like, that's something I should honestly start doing now. And again, this is all thanks to Ginger, like to not Ginger for sending me the barrels.
By the way, Jay, that's Raven.
Oh, that's fine.
Jay Ravens from last time. The twin hypnotherapy. That guy. So he wanted me to just mention that he is sending his regards. He doesn't think he could make it on today because he's teaching a class, but he wants to say hi to everybody. He wanted to say hi to everyone for him.
Well, hopefully he can make it next week.
At this rate, I hope I can make it next week.
Falling asleep over there.
All right, I'm getting no love out of this gold piece, so I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call it anyways because LockHeat's very exhausted, and I don't want to slave drive him.
And also keep in mind he just got a new position, so I'm sure that's a lot of work for him.
That's the main part that's hitting me at the moment.
He's on a switch days and nights and evenings and all that stuff, so he needs to get some rest. And
this is all about longevity. If we wear him out 1 week, he'll be too tired for the next week. So we got to keep LockHeat strong, or else
Exactly.
he's the glue, right? Without
Yes.
the glue,
Strong and
we all
interested
fall
for
apart.
sure.
Yeah, he's the glue that holds us together. That's for sure.
Well, hopefully I can get this guy out to you, which the first would be next week. So hopefully, next week, LockHeat. It'll take a month probably to reach you, but at least that'll be some
take your
type of
time.
motivation.
Take your time. They look great.
All right, folks. I'll see you guys same place, same bat channel.
Same time.
Take it easy,
Take
Parasite.
it easy.
For
Take
hanging
care,
out.
buddy.
See you guys.
Nice to see you.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
All right, Lock
Okay.
Chuck.
See you next time.
Easy as
Thanks for
well.
joining.
All right.
Good night, guys.
Take care, guys.
And thank you to everybody in the chat that hung out with us, and anybody who came in late or anything like that. We appreciate you stopping by to hang out with us. We are always so much fun. We know. But
What was that little giggle?
that was Isaac, guys. Don't let him fool you. That was totally Isaac. Knox just abandoned us. Did you see that? Knox was like, peace. And he just hung up and left us. All right,
funny.
everybody. Well, thank you for hanging out with us. And we will see you next week. Same time, same day, and
Same
all that
place.
crap. And LockHeat will be all jazzed up on caffeine next week. So
Yeah, sure thing.
That's right. You better be ready, LockHeat. We're gonna go hard next week.
Oh yeah, I will be ready.
sounds so convincing.
Uh,
All right, take it easy, everybody.